Hello everyone, welcome to the Universal Peace Federation. My name is Ray Lapalkin, and at the Universal Peace Federation we're promoting interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values. So if any of that resonates with you, please get in touch with us. And today what we're going to be doing is looking at some highlights that from what we call a Rally of Hope that we've been doing. It's an international program, and it touches all areas of society: academics, religion, parliamentarians, the business world. And what we're trying to do is find peaceful solutions through all these venues. So at this time, I'd like to show you some excerpts from the 6th Rally of Hope, and it was called Think Tank 2022. So please enjoy.
Interdependence, contributing to common prosperity. Universal values and mutual prosperity. For over half a century, Reverend Dr. Sam-Young Moon and Dr. Hak-Ja-han Moon have worked throughout their lives to transcend ethnic, national, and religious barriers. All around the world, leaders from around the world, religious leaders, ethnic and cultural leaders have worked together during the World Summit, where they shared their wisdom to find ways to achieve lasting peace. Seeking to end conflict and achieve peace, the World Summit has brought together heads of state united in interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values. The last World Summit in 2020, which celebrated the centenary of Reverend Moon's birth and the 60th anniversary of their holy wedding, was attended by nearly 300 current and former heads of state and government and parliamentarians from around the world. More than 400 religious leaders, media personalities, entrepreneurs, business leaders, and scholars. More than 6,000 eminent leaders from around the world. Over 171 nations were represented and adopted a resolution supporting the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. I hope that all nations around the world can become the children of heaven, so that there is no more war and discord, and we can realize the dream of Heavenly Parent, the wish of humanity, one family of humanity under God, the kingdom of heaven on earth. In 2019, the International Summit Council for Peace brought together former and current heads of state or government from around the world to set an international agenda. More than 120 ISCP members are working on global problems to provide solutions to the well-being of humanity and the realization of a sustainable world of peace. Since its inception in 2016, the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, with more than 6,000 members from 123 nations, have been working together, engaged in various peace initiatives for the mutual prosperity of humanity. The Interreligious Association for Peace and Development, also established in 2016 with over 500 members from 20 religious denominations in over 70 countries, is leading the way to work realizing a world of peace, one family of humanity under the Creator. At the World Summit 2020, new organizations were launched, including the International Association for Peace and Economic Development, which aims to address economic inequality around the world. 500 media personalities from 70 nations gathered to discuss the role of the media in fostering a culture of peace. Academicians from around the world also joined forces to launch the International Media Association. And the International Association of Arts and Culture for Peace is bringing artists and various personalities to foster a culture of peace. Moreover, based on the peace-centric ideology of one human family of humanity, various efforts are being made to recognize peace leaders and peacemakers around the world. The Sonak Peace Prize is recognizing such individuals and organizations. Peace Road is connecting people's hearts and also nations around the world. The marriage blessing movement is helping revive deteriorating family values and is developing with the support of governments and various associations worldwide. Today, people from different walks of life and different areas of society are working together to realize a world of lasting peace. Various high office holders around the world are contributing their wisdom, providing a message of hope for the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula. And various solutions and initiatives are being proclaimed during the rallies of hope, sowing seeds of hope for a better future. Dr. Hakja Han Moon and Reverend Sun Myung Moon have been providing a message of hope for humanity, a compass about how to realize an ideal world, laying the foundation for future generations to realize a world of peace. And they are united in their will to bring all of humanity in developing this culture of peace. Today, Think Tank 2022 is bringing together all of these experts into an international alliance for the peaceful reunification of the Korean Peninsula from around the world. Over 70 nations are represented with 1,011 experts contributing their wisdom to the realization of a heavenly unified Korea. People from around the world are coming together to build a happy future of hope, a world of happiness for future generations. You're invited to join this initiative.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that program. And again, that gives you kind of a highlight of what we're doing in all the different areas of society to promote peace internationally. And there's another video I'd like you to watch, and it's from the second Rally of Hope, and it's a speech given by former Vice President Dan Quayle. So please enjoy this.
Distinguished leaders, heads of state, members of parliament, and religious leaders from around the world, you are to be commended for participating in today's Global Rally of Hope, which has brought together delegates from over 150 nations in search of ways to create a more peaceful world. Your efforts are absolutely vital at this time, and even though we're meeting in this virtual environment, we can feel connected because we share a common heart. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the honor of speaking with you today. I especially want to commend and congratulate Dr. Moon for her leadership and the decades of service to establish peace through so many activities, like the Universal Peace Federation, which she co-founded with her late husband, the Reverend Moon. Her recent American and global speaking tours that reach millions with the theme of Peace Starts With Me are creating a narrative that the world truly needs now. They are also co-founders of the Washington Times, with which I am very familiar. I have long appreciated the good influence that the Times contributes with its reliable news and insightful commentary based on the core values of family, faith, freedom, and service. My friends, I wish to share a few thoughts with you today about coming together for peace. Look, we all want peace. The question is, how are we going to achieve it? We have a lot of violence in the world, so much dysfunction and unthinkable human suffering because of this. We know that true peace comes about when people can unite. And the best way to come together is to recognize that there are universal values that can serve as a compass setting for everyone. I know this is one of the key pillars of UPF, along with interdependence and mutual prosperity. And I applaud you all for shining the light on universal values that all people can share. Consider the value of our families. Family is so important. Your mother, your father, your brothers and sisters, extended family, aunts, uncles, friends. Family's everything. You see family in your neighborhoods. You see it at your place of worship. Today, especially through our technology and communications, we can see right here a global family striving for peace, decency, compassion, and human flourishing. That's why I support one of the main themes of UPF, that we are one family under God. That's a positive and powerful message. How important is faith? I've always cherished the words in America's Declaration of Independence, that we were endowed by our Creator with the rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's the most essential value to have faith, a belief in God, and appreciate the gifts that God gives us every single day. In times of challenge and turmoil like today, it's a good thing for us to call upon the Almighty to guide us forward. Think about the sacred value of freedom. Freedom is the core value that makes everything work. Freedom is liberty. Without freedom, human beings cannot reach their true potential. Today, unfortunately, many people are not free. The painful division of that special nation of Korea reminds me of those years I had the honor of serving as Vice President of the United States of America. It was the greatest privilege to stand by the side of President George Herbert Walker Bush as he led America and the world through the end of the Cold War. President Bush was known for his decency, wisdom, and total commitment to service. Think of it. This was a global conflict with atomic weapons that lasted 45 years and could have destroyed us all. I remember that momentous day when the Berlin Wall came down, like it was yesterday. Our national leadership never expected the change to happen so fast and so peacefully. The Cold War ended without a shot being fired because peace-loving free nations pulled together with a profound commitment to freedom and human dignity bestowed upon us from our Creator for all people, including all Russians and others who were now free from communism. My friends, it's my solemn hope and prayer that we will witness a similar transformation on the Korean Peninsula in our lifetimes. I saw it before, and I believe it can happen again. Through diplomacy and all nations working together, we can bring a peaceful resolution to Korea. The DMZ will be a gateway for Korea's new destiny of peace, freedom, unity, and happiness. And the work of Mother Moon, UPF, the Rally of Hope, and all of you here today will play an essential and decisive role. And finally, let's think about service. Service to your family, service to your place of worship, your community, your country. Service like this Rally for Peace. Service creates a positive ripple effect that can change people's lives. That's why I've always counseled young men and women to get into public service, because we need good young people who want to make a difference and create a brighter future. No matter our race, religion, nationality, or political views, when we come together to serve a greater good, as I think Dr. Moon likes to say, live for the sake of others, even the most critical challenges can be solved. In closing, as we go forward from this rally of hope, let us uphold the profound value of our families, our faith, our freedom, and living a life of service. This is the best way that we can achieve lasting peace, and it shows how we can honor God's gift of freedom for all people in every nation. I'm delighted to be a small part of this noble cause. Let us encourage one another to move forward and build a new movement for peace aligned with our Creator. Thank you very much, and may God bless each and every one of you.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that presentation as well. And as I said earlier, if any of these thoughts, ideas resonate with you, please get in touch with us. Our contact information has been up on the screen at the beginning, and you'll see it at the end as well. Again, promoting interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values. So we can talk a little bit more in depth about these programs if you'd like to get in touch with us. And also, I always like to promote the autobiographies of our co-founders, Reverend Sun Myung Moon and his wife, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon. These biographies are complimentary. If you'd like to get in touch with us, I'll get you a copy. So thank you so much for joining us today.